back in Week 3. The Cowboys dominated their first matchup against the Eagles. Can Philadelphia avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after him.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their third-year quarterback, former 6th overall selection from Duke. It's Daniel Jones.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing, Jones. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Jones. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll go down at the 28. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one.
Jones hit in the ball zone. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Jones throw complete to Rager.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Jones looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Back to throw again.
That'll be caught. It's Lega.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
2nd and 11.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On play action, Prescott.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's... And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Rager with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Here's Jones on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Running right, here's Sanders. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Going for it with Sanders. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And they're able to crowd him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Chris Jones now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
do
know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And quickly finding Lega.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jones throwing on 1st down. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown. It's complete.
Devontae Smith
In the final seconds of the first half.
and the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 15. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get this started up in Orchard Park, an AFC's matchup with the Jets in town to take on Buffalo. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
That is caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Prescott. And this is certainly... And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now Jones looking here for Smith downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes us down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Throwing Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Schultz. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Prescott now from the 50. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A give to Elliott. 64 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 38, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an...
It got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Ertz has it left side. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. T.J. Edwards leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's Chris Jones now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Micah Parsons.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I noticed you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. To throw is Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking to throw. Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes over the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down. Off play action. Jones. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Elliott. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Chris Jones now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And take it right on the 30. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Jones. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Here's Jones. On first down, he's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up